Hello, Minecrafters, and welcome to episode 10 of our Let's Play Infinity. And welcome to the Nether. Yeah, that's it. Sure, why not? So, anyways, as you can see, I've got a little basic thing going here. The Buildcraft mine or quarry with four magmatics on it. They're basically the ones from the base, and so I got a basic mine set up. This is one of the reasons I'm not real fond of the Buildcraft one, is because you get a lot of lava. And I mean, for the most part, this is from like one lava block. And so then you have to come back in and try not to die and get rid of the source block if you can. Oh, that's not good. And we're gonna die. See you in a minute. Okay, so I got my stuff back, and I'll kind of give you a rough estimate of why recording can be difficult sometimes, because as you can see, I died here. So I came back to get that, and then I died over there due to a wolf that spawned, because he got to me while I was dodging a gas that was shooting at me, who happened to shoot something over here. I'm not sure exactly what it shot, but it disabled my mine. So yeah, that's the fun times in recording, just trying to show the mine. Yeah. Oh, and of course you have to consider the fact that my Buildcraft mine killed me because I had placed a walkway to get out there, and well, it kind of ate it. So I'm not sure if that's, just my luck or what it is, but, well, there you go. So, yeah, let me see if I can clear out some of the stuff here. Well, that one's going to be fun to find, and I'll bet I don't have a bucket. Of course not. And something ate my helmet, too. Alright, well, then let's fall in the lava again and probably die again. But at least I can head back toward the house. I don't have as far to come back. And I hate the nether sometimes. I really do. But I'll be back in just a minute. Let me retrieve my body, get the mine set back up. And do I have a bucket over here? No, I don't. But I have a water bucket over here. I can use that to remove the source blocks. And I know I can't pour water, but anyways, I can remove those source blocks and hopefully get the mine going back, and I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, hopefully I have all that cleared out. And I'm sitting here doing all this and thinking, I've got a backpack in the charger, fully charged, and I'm over here pillaring. Well, that's me. Okay, so, really? Had to get me one last time? And a creeper that wasn't there a second ago? Yeah, I am definitely not built for the nether. So, however, I don't think it actually broke my quarry. I think what happened was I had cut it off so I could get to that. And I think one of the hits from the gas just knocked out the railing, perimeter thing, whatever you want to call that. So I'm hoping that once I power this thing back up... Why are you coming after me? I put a block there to end the source block. I don't understand lava flow, apparently. Okay, so hopefully once I cut the power back on over here, I'll have a quarry running again and we can get on with this. And so switch this back to active. And okay, looks like I've got a quarry running again. So apparently I just lost my little perimeter looking things. Oh, and it's digging under where I was at already. Lovely. Well, that's alright. It'll get the majority of it. So, apparently, I didn't realize this, but apparently a mine or quarry can set off nether ore explosions. Honestly, I didn't think they would. I don't think it sets it off if you have silk touch, but apparently otherwise it does. So let me get out of here before I end up dropping some more death markers, and let's get back to our house and see what we've got going on there. And that's not the way I want to go. Over here, jump through the portal. And we're home. So what I've got is I've got a ender chest on the other side and one on this side. And so everything from the quarry dumps into here, and then on this side it sucks it out and sends it to wherever I need it. Well, one of the things I'm going to end up doing is overstacking this better barrel. So one of the things I want to do this episode is upgrades. So let's see. One of the things you're going to need are fences. The first level is going to be a wooden upgrade, which is the MK1 or Mark 1. It's the level 1 upgrade. The next one is going to be iron ingots in the same placement. That's your level 2. And the next one is going to be gold. Just like this. And that's your tier 3. You can go further with this. You can do diamond. And then after that is... I lost my place. After that is obsidian. And then the endstone and emerald. So you can upgrade them a pretty good ways. Now, what this does is it allows you to add more capacity or other items. So you can see the netherrack going in there. So we're going to hit this. There we go. Apparently got to shift click it. And we're going to upgrade this 3 times. Now, one of the things we're going to put in this are storage upgrades. And so we're going to make some of the better barrels. And we're also going to have pistons, which I've already got some of these made up. And that gives us the storage upgrade. And each upgrade is going to upgrade this by 64 stacks. Where did I go? And let's do this real quick, just so we can see it a little better. Okay, so as I hover over this, you can see that it's upgraded 3 times. So, and here is the number of upgrades you can put on it. So I've got 6 in my hand, but the other one that I'm going to want to use uses 2 slots. So what we want to do is actually do 5 of these. Just like that. So that means right here we still have 2 slots left. But if you look at the NEI up top, we now have a maximum of 384 stacks. So let's see, did that run out or is that something else? Yep, that's another rack that ran past my limit. And this is interesting because it actually round robins once it gets down here. Even though I have this set to nearest, it sees all three of these chests the same distance because they all attach at the same block. But I can run that through again, and it should put it back in that chest now. Just like that. The next thing I want to do is void. And what this will do is when this barrel reaches full, instead of trying to continue putting more in or sending it on down the line, it will still receive it. It will just void it. So now anything over 384 stacks of netherrack will now get voided. So it will just disappear. And so that is how I'm going to store my netherrack and actually control the maximum amount that I will be keeping. And if I decide later on that I want more, I can always go back in here and do the level 4 upgrade, 5 upgrade, and keep putting upgrades in that. And there's quite a few other upgrades, like the bee space upgrade, which allows you to have the same thing in 2 barrels in 2 places, or actually multiple barrels. And that one can be really handy. I use this quite a bit. And then you've got hopper upgrades and different things, but we might get into those in some later episodes. But that is one of the main things I wanted to get taken care of in this episode, because we're now running a quarry in the nether, and I needed something to store the netherrack, but I also needed something to make sure that it didn't overflow my base. So, and I've also I added another gold chest down here, and I've got it filtering out nether ores. So all of my nether ores, everything that gets dug up from the nether that would be considered an ore. So there's a difference between salt ore and saltpeter ore. Who'd have thunk it? But anyways, all of the stuff that gets dug up in the nether that isn't a Minecraft, and let's see if I've gotten any yet. Don't see any. Pretty sure. Oh, come on, where is it? Because I know I already have cobalt somewhere. I don't have much. Is that here? Yep. Okay, so cobalt and ardite are automatically going to go into tinkers. So that's kind of cool. So that will automatically go there. Any of my nether ores will go here. And pretty much anything else is going to go up there, except for there's some trees and leaves and stuff like that that might get sucked up in here, and they'll end up in one of these, like the hellbark wood right there. Yep, and that one. So yeah, I might want to change this layout a little bit, just so I've got chests on one side. That way I'm not getting, round robin on my last 3 here. But anyways, this should help greatly on getting in some of our materials. Now, one thing I found that was really interesting, and we'll do this one. We can take this, throw it over here, and of course, like I said, it's going to do 5 at a time. And I have changed this over to all. So pretty much anything I put in here is going to go to it's going to smelt all the way down. So that quick, we added that much. Wrong one. So we'll take diamond, of course, coal, gold. I don't want to do lapis, and I don't want to do redstone because, well, I'll do 1 lapis and show you. Silver, lead, peridot, ferrous. Sulfur doesn't do a whole lot, but it does a little bit. Oh, I'm full now. And so we'll just take and throw all this up here. Don't want to throw that one in yet. And see what happens. So there's our salt. Now see, most of these are going to get converted over to the Minecraft stuff. and then from there they will smelt back down again. So that is where you're going to see your numbers increase even faster by mining up the nether ores. So we'll give that just a minute. You don't get a big increase off of this, which is a little bit disappointing, but it is quick. Actually, let me take that out, because I want to run that a little bit slower and see just exactly what I'm getting. Oh wow, it's turning that all the way into graphite. Well, that makes sense. Let's turn it off. Okay, throw that in there. Is it putting it in my bag? Okay, try it again. So I got 23 coal up there. Okay, so it's turning it straight over to one of these. That goes from 6 to 8. Now one of these, 23 goes to 24. So see, you're only getting one back on that. And so that's really not the way we want to do that. I don't mind turning it from the nether coal ore to the Minecraft, but I think we want to be careful about this all button. Let's see, and you are apparently not wanting to keep up, which is okay. I've got plenty in here, but I pulled my other 4 to run the quarry. Alright, so on the lapis, this pretty much does the same thing as the coal. So you see it turns it into 2 lapis ore, and then that 1 only gets turned into 1 lapis. So we want to be careful as to what we go throwing in here, as far as clicking that all button. Diamond, what's that going to do? I'm almost afraid to do this, but for science. Yep, you only get 1 back. So looks like ingots are fine, but the rest of the stuff you don't want to let it run through all the way. So yeah, there we go on that. Let's see. Next up, looks like everything's running pretty smooth. I may have run out of lava. Now that is one bad thing about my setup, is I'm using drums for lava. So it's not the most efficient way, but you know, right now it's getting the job done. Takes a little manual labor. Oh, I bypassed it. There we go. And I died a couple of times digging this thing out. One thing I dislike. Well, I'm not out of lava. I guess it was just out over space over there. Okay, so I guess everything's running okay. But yeah, one of the things I really dislike about the nether, as far as mining or quarrying, is you end up with that 1 block of lava. So one of the things we really need to do is start working on ender pearls. And so if you'll give me just a minute, I think I might have a couple of things to get us rolling in that direction. So hold on just a minute. Okay, so one of the things that we want to be working on is an auto spawner. And this is going to use 600 RF per work, but we'll worry about that later. One of the things we need are plastic sheets. And to get that, we're going to use the rubber that we got previously from chopping down rubber trees. So we're going to smelt that up into rubber bars. And then we're going to take, I guess I only need 2. I wonder, is that going to double? Darn. Okay, so I'm actually going to need more than that then. That should be it. Yep. And then I want to take that and cook it. Okay, is it crafted? Ah, it's crafted. Never mind. So that will get crafted into plastic sheets, which go there and there. Now we'll take, we want our nether wart. Oh, that's right, I need to make a machine frame. And that's going to be tin gear, glass, and iron. I should have that over here. Glass. Iron. Wait, I need to make my tin gear first. If I can get my brain to work right, one of these days. Alright, get that there. Move that. Now we can do our glass. And wrapped in iron. There's our machine frame. Take that back over here, place it here. Our nether wart that we got last episode. We need magma cream, which we don't have that yet, but I do have blaze rod. Now you can take it and put it in here and get 2. However, what I would rather do is drop this over here into our sag mill and get 4, I believe. Yep. Oh, and we got an extra. So we got sulfur? Yeah, sulfur. So now we can take those. And that leaves us with 2 blaze extra. And I believe that goes across there. What's next? Emeralds and a redstone reception coil. Let's see, I need that and 2 gold. Or excuse me, 1 gold. So there's our reception coil. And the emeralds, which I lucked up while mining to get those. So now we have our auto spawner. And basically the way this works, if you're not familiar with it, is you have power, you have work, and you have an idle time. And you also have an essence here. So we're going to have to do something to get essence as well. But next up is actually the difficult part. And this is what I had to spend quite a bit of time getting. And that is these things. Our good old ender pearls. And the gas tier that we got from last episode. And that makes a reusable safari net. Now the importance of this is this will go here once we have something in it. And then this will spawn whatever is in this. And so I'm going to see, well, it's daylight, so very unlikely that I'm going to find an Enderman out right now. One other thing I did happen to notice, which was rather a happy thing to notice, is that while my quarry has been running and digging and things like that, I now have 10 draconium. I think I had 2 before I started the quarry, so that's a nice surprise as well. Honestly, I wasn't real sure if it was even in the nether, but apparently it is. So we can take and make up a couple of the draconium blend, drop it in here, and get us some more of those ingots. So now we have got 12. So kind of excited about that. And that's actually something that I'm looking forward to playing with, is that draconium stuff. Really interested to see, exactly if that's really going to turn out to be as OP as this little chest is. It's going to be an interesting mod. So I guess I'll wait until nightfall, see if I can go out and find an Enderman, and I'll be right back. Okay, let's see if I can get him. You can already see I've taken some fall damage, but Ta-da! And we got him. Now let's get home. And you can hear the glasses behind me breaking, the creepers exploding. Lord, it's almost like I'm going through the nether. Okay. So, now we have our safari net reusable with Enderman. And is it daylight out there? Why was he taking damage? That's weird. Oh, he was on my bushes over there. Oh, we'll just go over here and stand then. That's what I call some experience bushes. Sweet. Alright, let me get a few things together and I'll be right back. Okay, let's see what we can do to get this wrapped up. So, next thing I'm going to want is a grinder. And this is going to be made with 2 plastic sheets, an N-bar sword, machine frame, 2 books, 2 tin gears, and a redstone reception coil. And this is going to be placed right here. And then, well, I don't want to go find them or get my jetpack, so we'll just do this. And I should probably make a ladder up here or something. The center there, I believe. Yeah, that'll work. But I've got to go down below that. So I guess I can plug that back up. And yeah, I think that looks about right. I'll knock that one out and I'll put the auto spawner right there. And then I'll knock out that one and that one. And this will get us pretty close. Let's see. With my sash, I can do this way. Okay, so now what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to cable these 2 together. And so let's go make it that. First of all, I'm going to want the redstone alloy with conduit binder. And the reason for this is so I can cut the machines on and off from a single location. Then I'm going to need some power cable. And I was going to use regular fluid conduit, but with these especially, I like to use the pressurized. And the reason for that is with regular fluid conduit, you actually end up losing some in the up travel and things like that. So what I usually do, especially with something, you know, as critical as the mob essence, I will try and use the pressurized. So let's get all these set up. Didn't really want to jump down in there, but yeah, no big deal. Okay, and then we'll just place these. I don't really want to do facades yet. I may end up having to. I don't want to because I don't want to have to make all the machines to do it, like the painter and all that stuff. So I'm trying to get away without having to do that, but we'll see how that goes. I know it's not as pretty and fancy and all that stuff, but right now I'm just trying to get fit and function. Alright, place that one and that one. Now we can go across the top. And down there. Same with power. And I don't have my wrench on me, so I'll just break these. Okay, I guess I need... Oh, wait, I need to put those back. And I guess what I'll do is make a... I guess I can make a couple of more of the magmatic dynamos. Alright, and I want this here. And I can't quite get to it, and I don't have the wrench yet, so let's see if that'll work. There we go. I want to make this an insert. Well, actually, I want that on extract. And then I'll make that the insert. That way the liquid can go straight to it, or it can, you know, if that's full, then it can use the tank here as a buffer. And I need to get inside because it's getting dark, and you have seen my luck with mobs here recently. But one of the things we're going to need is something to fill or to get essence from. And so that is going to be actually kind of a throwback thing. So let's grab our dolly. And we want to grab this out of here real quick. I think that's the right thing. Yep. We want to turn our dolly into a diamond dolly. And we are going to make a sprint. Now, if you'll remember, way back when, this was the location of our first home. And over in here is where we first spawned. Now, I sometimes stream with my youngest son. He plays Minecraft, I play Minecraft, so sometimes we stream together and play together and things like that. And he is Jim Slate Jr. Oh, shoot. Oh, wow. That'll catch you off guard. Alright, let me get this reset. But anyways, we both streamed together, and so when I was creating this world, I actually used Jim Slate Jr. as the seed. And when I spawned in, I just found it rather interesting where I happened to spawn in at and what just happened to be there. And if you have not seen the first episode, or don't happen to remember when I spawned in, you will probably find this interesting as well. Because Jim Slate Jr. likes to try and kill me at times, and, well, we kind of hand it back and forth. So when I spawned in right over here, and was getting chased all over the place by a spider that happened to spawn from this tree, because there's a spawner right there. It was rather amusing. So, anyways, now we have that. And if you'll notice, I had said earlier, when you use one of these diamond dollies, you get the mining fatigue and slowness unless you take it and put it in a bag. And so now I don't have that anymore. And I also have, wow, Mana Steel Overgrowth Seed. Huh, I've heard about that one, but I'm not really sure exactly what it does. That's interesting. Redstone, ooh, Ender Lily Seeds. That's nice. That's definitely nice. Unknown Dimlet and Dark Boots. They got no fur, but that's okay. I like them. So, hey, that's actually a pretty good find. And I think that's going to just about do it for this episode. I'll get back to the house, get this placed in there, and I don't have Cursed Earth yet, So what I was figuring on was to use a just regular vanilla spawner, and I can AFK in front of it or whatever, but that way I've got a way to get critters in there that can die, and that I can use to fill the barrel that I put up top with mob essence, and then that will be used along with power to spawn our Enderman. So always keep in mind that when you find a spawner, you don't always want to break it, because sometimes they do come in handy, and I'm going to the wrong house here. I get to talking about throwback, and well, I'm going to go to the old house instead of the one I have now. I do love that Sojourner Sash, though. Okay, there's my dots that I'm chasing. But anyways, I think that'll just about do it for this episode. We have the makings of a spawner so that we can get some mob essence and some Enderman spawning to kill them, to hopefully get some things going on here. Now what I want to do is I'll take this out, and I'm gonna put some lights in up top, but I'm gonna wait just a little bit on that, because I think the torches down there will keep it from spawning. But we'll put this here, and we'll put that back there, and that should be able to spawn out spiders. So hopefully that'll work. But anyways, yeah, I think that'll do it for this episode. Tune in next episode when we kill stuff. Hopefully not me this time. I'm sure my son is loving this episode, because I think the only thing he enjoys more than killing me is watching me die to my own hand. But hey, what kid wouldn't? Anyways, as usual, I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you have any questions, want to make any suggestions, just want to chat it out, don't forget to post down below. Most of all, I hope you enjoyed the episode. Just remember, I am Jim Slate. Take care, and God bless.